11 kings, one continent. Meet Africa's most powerful living royal legends. In the heart of Africa, there lies a legacy that stretches beyond the dusty roads, beyond the majestic landscapes, and into the very essence of its people. A legacy of kings who've ruled with wisdom, power, and honor, whose decisions shape nations, guide economies, and influence the future of the entire continent. But what does it truly mean to be a king in today's world? Do their thrones still hold power? Or have they become symbols of a forgotten past? Today, we'll answer that question and meet the 11 most powerful kings who walk this earth today. 11 kings, one continent, and a story of power, tradition, and resilience unlike any other.
The legacy of Africa's royals. For centuries, Africa's kings were more than just rulers. They were gods in human form. They held the power of the people, the land, and the heavens themselves. From the Zulus of South Africa to the Ashanti Kingdoms of Ghana, these kings were not mere monarchs. They were guardians of culture, custodians of tradition, and leaders of their people. But as the winds of time blew across the continent, the ancient thrones faced challenges, from colonial rulers, foreign invaders, and the struggle for independence. Yet, despite all the hurdles, these kings remain at the heart of Africa's cultural and spiritual identity. Even today, in the 21st century, many African monarchs continue to wield influence, though it may not always be on the battlefield. Their influence is seen in politics, economics, and the very spiritual fabric of their nations.
The kings of today. Let's meet the legends. These 13 kings command not only respect, but awe and admiration. Their influence stretches across borders, touching continents and shaping the narrative of Africa's future. Their stories are not just about their crowns, but the power they hold and the changes they bring. Number 1. King Mohammed VI. Country, Morocco. Title, King of Morocco. Reign since 1999. Highlights: one of the wealthiest monarchs in the world. Highly influential in both North African and global diplomacy. Known for progressive reforms, infrastructure expansion, renewable energy investment, and international outreach. A powerful figure in Africa-Europe trade and Middle East diplomacy. Number 2. King Mswati III. Country, Eswatini, Swaziland. Title, King of Eswatini. Reign since 1986. Highlights: Africa's last absolute monarch. Commands major influence over national politics, military, and judiciary. Oversees cultural events like the Umhlanga, reed dance, maintaining deep-rooted Swazi traditions. A controversial but powerful figure with significant control over state resources.
Number 3. King Mswati Zulu Eswatini. Country, South Africa. Title, King of the Zulu Nation. Reign since 2021, succeeding King Goodwill Zwelithini. Highlights: leader of South Africa's largest ethnic group, the Zulu people. Although ceremonial, he holds massive sociocultural and spiritual influence. Consulted by political leaders, seen as a voice of unity and tradition. Oversees billions in royal assets through the Ngoniama Trust.
Number 4. Otumfuo Nana Osei Tutu II. Country, Ghana. Title, Asantene, the King of the Ashanti Kingdom. Reign since 1999. Highlights: revered leader of the Ashanti people in Ghana and beyond. Key figure in education, healthcare, conflict mediation, and economic development.
Plays a strong traditional role, often consulted on national and regional matters. Maintains global diplomatic and philanthropic ties.
Number 5. Crown Prince Idris bin Abdallah El Mahdi El Senisi, claimant of the Libyan throne. Country, Libya, in exile. Title, Crown Prince. Descendant of King Idris I. Reign, in exile since 1969. Highlights. Although not ruling, he is a symbol of Libya's royal legacy and post-Gaddafi reconciliation. Enjoys international recognition and is supported by factions of Libyan tribes and diaspora. Is seen as a potential unifying figure for Libya's fragmented future. Number 6. King Letsie III. Country, Lesotho. Title, King of Lesotho. Reign since 1996, second tenure. Highlights. A constitutional monarch, symbolic head of state. Known for promoting education, food security, and HIV/AIDS awareness. Participates in regional diplomacy and AU summits, giving Lesotho international visibility. Number 7. Oba Adeyeye Enitan Onguwusi. Ojaja II. Country, Nigeria. Title, Oni of Ife. Reign since 2015. Highlights. Spiritual leader of the Yoruba people worldwide. Highly influential in Nigerian cultural diplomacy and international relations. Advocates for youth empowerment, unity among African royal houses, and diaspora engagement. Receives global recognition for promoting African heritage, Pan-Africanism, and development.
Number 8. Sultan Mohammed Saad Abubakar III. Country, Nigeria. Title, Sultan of Sokoto. Reign since 2006. Highlights. Spiritual head of Nigeria's over 100 million Muslims. Also the head of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. Plays a major role in national peace building, interfaith dialogue, and political mediation. Is consulted on national policy, especially during elections and crises.
Number 9. King Chifi Chi John Jervis. Country, Ivory Coast. Represents Africa-wide. Title, Secretary General of the Forum of Kings and Traditional Rulers of Africa. Reign, influential since early 2000s. Highlights. Spearheads continental coordination among traditional rulers. Advocates for former roles of monarchs in AU governance. Leads continental dialogues on climate, youth, and traditional justice systems. Often represents Africa's traditional leadership bloc at global forums. Number 10. Oba Aware II. Country, Nigeria. Title, Oba of Benin. Reign since 2016. Highlights. Custodian of the ancient Benin Kingdom, known for its rich history and bronze artifacts. A global voice in the repatriation of African art and heritage from Western museums. Highly respected among traditional rulers for his cultural diplomacy and stewardship. Plays a major mediator role in Nigerian politics and interethnic relations. Number 11. King Mufu. Fawn Agwafor III. Country, Cameroon. Title, Paramount Fawn, King of the Bamenda Grassfields. Reign since early 2000s. Highlights. One of the most reverent kings in Central Africa, especially among the Bamileke and Grassfield tribes. Influential in both cultural preservation and regional conflict mediation. Respected as a guardian of indigenous knowledge and intergenerational wisdom. Plays a pivotal role in cross-border royal alliances in West Central Africa. Number 12. The African people. Continent, all of Africa. Title, custodians of legacy, culture, and power. Highlights, across 54 nations and countless kingdoms, you, the people, are the true heirs to Africa's thrones. Every artisan preserving a dying craft, every youth reviving tradition, every community upholding its lineage. You carry the spirits of the continent, the honor of its past, and the vision of its future. No throne is more powerful than an awakened people.
The power of Africa's royal influence. These kings are more than just symbols. They are the custodians of history, agents of change, and architects of Africa's future. From economic policy to cultural preservation, from infrastructure development to peace negotiations, they carry the weight of both past and future. In a world where monarchies are often seen as relics of the past, these 13 kings remind us that royalty in Africa is alive, powerful, and incredibly relevant.
The kings who transcend borders. But the kings we've met so far are just part of the story. These monarchs don't just rule their kingdoms, they've built alliances, negotiated treaties, and served as global mediators in the most critical issues of our time. Take King Mohammed VI, not just a leader of Morocco, but a key ally to Europe, a bridge between Africa and the West. King Otumfuo Nana Osei Tutu II, whose influence has stretched into international diplomacy, forging partnerships that transcend borders. These kings are the gatekeepers of African sovereignty, and their power goes beyond their borders.
What does the future hold for Africa's royal families? Will they adapt and become integral players in Africa's global rise? The answer lies in the hands of these 13 kings and the generation of leaders they inspire. African royalty, with their legacy of wisdom, honor, and resilience, will continue to stand at the crossroads between Africa's rich past and its promising future. Their role in shaping and protecting the cultural identity of this great continent is as crucial as ever.
12 kings, one continent, and the legacy that stretches across centuries. This is Africa's royal heritage. Alive, thriving, and more powerful than ever. These are Africa's most powerful living royal legends.